Hello, I'm Dr. Rebecca Wilson-Zing, and thank you for joining me today for this mindfulness practice. I'd like to introduce you to mindfulness as a powerful technique and tool that you can use for self-care while at home to help address pain and discomfort in your body. As an osteopath, I frequently integrate manual medicine in my clinic with trying to address areas of restriction in the body. These areas frequently can cause pain and can create a sense of disintegrity, of separateness within the body, where the attention is constantly drawn to that region of discomfort and has a difficult experience accessing the more pleasant sensations in the body or finding a way in which that part can feel like part of the whole. Mindfulness can be an incredibly powerful tool in addition to other approaches like hands-on medicine and exercise and eating well to source the body and restore a sense of health and unity. So I'd like to invite you to come to a comfortable seated position and start to invite the breath in and out of the nostrils. And when you're ready, close the eyes. Let's start today briefly with a body scan. Starting with the feet, noting any areas of coolness or warmth, moisture or dryness, any restriction or openness. Drawing your attention up the legs, over the knees, acknowledging any sensations of your joints that carry you. Noting any difference between the right and the left knee. Draw your attention up through the thighs, dense with muscle, and into the hips, grounded firmly into the earth. Noting any heaviness, any tightness, or perhaps openness. And into the belly, drawing your attention up, allowing it to fall, the rise and fall of the belly with the breath. The organs moving up and down, waveform in motion. Bring your attention to the hands, resting gently on the knees, noting any dryness or moisture, any tightness or compression. And then drawing the attention up the forearms and into the elbows and up into the shoulders as they rise and fall, possibly curling forward slightly or inviting more openness. Bring your attention to the ribs as they rise and fall with every breath. The lungs expanding and contracting. Notice any sensation of tightness or openness through the chest. Any sense of pressure or freedom in the throat. Noting the front of the neck and the back of the neck. Acknowledging any blockages or tightness or any openness. And finally moving your attention up to the back of the head and the front of the head, the cheeks, the nose, the lips. Just noticing any tingling sensation where the breath meets the nose, any openness across the forehead or restriction across the neck. Just noticing. And the mind may wander, because that's what minds do. Gently guide it back to the breath, moving in and moving out. Moving in and moving out. Today I'd like to guide you into the experience of finding synergy and dance between opposite sensations in the body. As we start, I'd like you to notice and bring your attention to an area that feels particularly light and open. It may be a region or a very focal area. It may be your belly, or shoulder, or face. I want you to bring your full attention to this area, noticing the textures, noticing the sensations, perhaps colors, or lightness. And allow yourself for a moment to dwell with all of your attention in this region of openness, of pleasantness. And know that you can always return your attention back here. That your body always has these spaces of safety, of resourcefulness, of nourishment that can feed other parts that may feel more restricted. And thanking your body, thanking the breath, thanking the attention, I'd like you to draw it away from this area and bring it into an area that feels less open, restricted, possibly painful, less pleasant. Survey your body and explore where you'd like to bring this nourishing breath today, where you'd like to focus. And once you've found that part of your body, I want you to start to bring your full attention to that area. Good. Guiding the breath in and out. Guiding the breath to where your attention is placed. And the mind may wander, as minds do. Gently bring it back here. Bring it back to this area of your focus. Now, as you dwell in this area, you may start to notice that there are different sensations. There may be heat or coolness. There may be wakefulness or burning. There may be a vibration or a calmness that's all too quiet. As you acknowledge every sensation, thank the body and release that, making space for what you may see next. And if the sensation starts to become too intense, you can always allow your mind to return to that space of openness and nourishment in other parts of the body. You can use this to resource yourself, to receive the health and the potency in the tissues, and with that strength, move back into the area of restriction and tension. And as you come back to that area of pain and tension, honing in the mind even closer, can you start to notice other sensations? Are there some positive sensations even mixed in with the discomfort? Is there space between the areas of tightness? Space between the unpleasurable sensations? Can you find an openness even through this area? And the mind may wander. Know that every time the mind wanders, you are invited into strengthening, in beautiful fashion, drawing the attention back to the breath, back to where it has the potential to place its control. And as you dwell in this area of tightness or discomfort, can you start to bring that nourishing breath in and out? Does that region start to change, to morph, to become less charged? Can you find a way to draw the nourishment and the light in other parts of your body into this area? Can you make space for this area too as part of the whole? And what do you have to learn here? If this restriction in the body was trying to guide you in learning something new about yourself, what would that be? And releasing the attention from this area, thanking the body for all that you have to learn. Let's draw the attention back to the broader map of the body as a whole, allowing the breath to move in, allowing the breath to move out, inviting in nourishment, and inviting out anything you're ready to release today. The breath touches everything in the tissues. It touches the light, it touches the dark, it touches the openness and closedness, it touches the areas of pleasure and less pleasure. Can we find a way to see the dance, the synergy, the ongoing evolution between these two opposite forces in the world? And I just want you to draw your attention finally to the heart center, right in the middle of the rib cage. Pumping breath to every cell in the body, and then allowing the body to release anything that it's ready to let go of. Binding us to this process of ongoing creation and destruction, evolution and entropy, dark and light. The heart is the center of the great dance between opposite forces, the Anahata chakra. The hexagram, a symbol of opposites finding their home in this space of love and union. Take a moment to dwell here, allowing the breath to move in and to move out. And when you're ready, slowly releasing the attention from this area of focus too. Coming back to the room, releasing the breath from its focal point, to see how it touches everything outside of you as well, inside and out, drawing all of these dueling forces into relationship, into dance. Take a moment to savor any shifts in the body, to notice anything that's changed. Thank you for joining me.